Alright, so welcome to Evolution Gaming's weekly podcast. This is CRYS1S Killer, and I'm here today with Andy Hellraiser, also known as Andy, and we also got EGxAnarchist. Anarchist, as you can see, doesn't have a webcam, but he has a lovely photo. So.
Oh yeah, you gotta rock that Black Ops 2 Zombies wallpaper.
Oh yeah, very lovely.
So, some of the things we're going to talk about quickly this week, just a quick overview. Obviously, we had the past month here, we've had pretty much 3 to 4 games released, if you count Assassin's Creed. You got Black Ops 2 as being the most latest, Halo 4 before that, and then Medal of Honor a couple weeks before that. So, Andy, you seem to be playing a lot of Medal of Honor. Why don't you tell us briefly what the game's like and give us a rating?
Gotcha. Medal of Honor is pretty close to the other one, the original Medal of Honor when it came out, I believe, 2 years ago to a year ago. The things they did upgrade is the movements are much smoother, the guns are newer. Now they go with buddy teams, where you go with your partner, just you and your partner, and that's your team. You heal each other, you give each other ammo when you run out, if you're low on it. And your group as a full team, I believe you get all the way to fire teams. You have Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Echo, and then fire team. And then you match up with that, and it gets opposite team. So even the opposite team gets the buddy team too. I think that's actually a really good thing that makes you work as a team instead of going off on your own, which most people do with most multiplayer games. They go on their own and they just forget about their team.
Yeah, the lone wolf aspect, yeah.
Exactly. So now they're actually trying to get people to work as a team. So they get the full war experience where you work as a team and rely on your buddy. Just like the military does. You have to rely on your buddy, your man, to survive and not get killed so easily.
Yeah, and definitely in EG, we definitely like to work as a team. So.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So for me, I think that's a really good thing, and the guns themselves are really well made. They're very accurate, depending on what guns you have. They shoot very well. Finding a game is very fast, which I enjoy because some games, you notice, it takes forever to find one match. Yeah. You bring up a match for Medal of Honor, it's almost simultaneously they find you a match.
Yeah.
I give that a great rating because that's very hard to find in a game. Graphics, I give it around, I want to say a 7 or 8 out of 10. The graphics are really good, not close to Battlefield 3. If you remember Battlefield 3, they're using a DICE engine. The Medal of Honor uses DICE engine too, but they didn't really rely too much on the graphics a lot like they did with Battlefield, because you needed the explosions and destroying buildings and all that stuff that relies on that. But you still have the great graphics on movement and all that. There's barely any lag when you go into a good server. Most of the servers I played on, there was no lag at all. I've only been on maybe 2 or 3 where it lagged pretty bad, but of course.
How's the sound effects with like the guns and other aspects of the game compared to other first-person shooters?
Sound effects are actually very good. They're very close to what Battlefield is. Sometimes I've noticed that there is a glitch in the audio where they cut out. I've noticed that whenever you get hit with a grenade or sometimes it cuts out the audio, or the first time you die. But other than that, the audio is very well. It's very clear. The guns sound realistic. You have your stereo blast all the way around, you think you're in a freaking war. It's actually a very well-made game. I advise people to buy it. It's very fun. I see many people playing on it. It's well being used. And the good thing is, if you pre-order that game, you get the beta early for Battlefield 4. And that's another thing I'm very looking forward to. Battlefield 4 sounds like it's going to be very great. But yeah, I think Medal of Honor is a well-made game. Danger Close did very well on it. They did a lot better than the first Medal of Honor. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing if they can do even better than that. And yeah, I think Medal of Honor is a very good game.
So look, comparing that to Battlefield 3, you definitely said there was some new updates for Battlefield 3 coming along.
Yes, it's actually one's coming up very soon. It's about a week or 2. It's called Aftermath. Aftermath is a new map. It comes with 4 maps. Comes with more weapons. I believe 4 more vehicles. It also comes with a new game mode, which is actually going to be real looking forward to. It is called, what is it called? It is called, I had it looked up too.
All right. Well, definitely we'll get back on that
We'll get back
as you
to
look
that.
at it. Yeah.
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 Other than some of the other games that came out, we definitely had Halo 4 and we had Black Ops 2, which just came out. Just that's the most recent one that we want to talk about today. Looking at Black Ops 2, comparing it to any other Call of Duty, so far, to me, seems to be one of the best as I've seen it. I haven't played the game. I've never had any issues with any lag. Of course, I have an insane internet connection, but jumping into a game, it's almost instant for me. I never had an issue with much of the lag. First couple days were kind of iffy, but that's normal. There's patches for that, and that takes care of it. So, looking at some of the game types, I did see the change. Obviously, if you haven't played Domination yet, you play it as in rounds. You play 2 rounds Domination. I think whoever gets do like 100 points first, and then it switches sides, and it starts the next round, and then whoever gets in the 200 points, or when time runs out, then wins. So you actually have a chance to kind of recover, switch up and make a comeback if you are behind. It isn't like a blowout like in other Call of Duties where once you're ahead you stay ahead and it just keeps going. You get the little halftime breaker in there.
The old Black Ops?
What's that?
Is that something different between the old Black Ops?
Just for the Black Ops 2, where they're letting you some of the game modes have breaks in them, especially Domination. I'm not sure of any other game modes. Team Deathmatch is straightforward, 75 kills.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Free for All I think is up to 30.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't played any. I played one game of Zombies. I haven't been too much detail. How about you, Anarchist?
I played Zombies a couple times. It's very smooth this time around. They do have that new mode called Transit, which is pretty much the biggest survival map that they've ever came out with for Black Ops, or for Zombies per se.
The bus one?
Yeah. Pretty much the only way of transportation for not getting killed is taking the bus.
Yeah.
The zombies still attack you while you're on the bus, so you have to fight them off. But you can put like add-ons to the bus to kind of help your survival. You can get up on the roof of the bus and all that. There's that mist that's in the new game, which
don't go into the mist.
Never go into the mist. I messed up one time and found out what happened. These little creatures come out and start attacking your face, and it just doesn't end up well.
Now, are these zombies creatures?
Yeah, what they are, they look like, I don't know, flying babies.
They look like gremlins.
Yeah, little gremlins, whatever. But the key thing, if you do go out through the mist, some people do run through the mist constantly just to get away from the zombies. Yeah. If you just keep knifing, it's like 3 or 4 knives and you'll get them off you.
Yeah.
And other than that, like when you're out in the mist, that's the only thing that really attacks you. As long as you keep running, nothing else really attacks you except for those things. And they're constantly over and over and over again. They keep spawning on you and keep attacking. But if you shoot at them, you can kill them like 3 bullets.
Mm-hmm.
But if they land on you, just knife them like 3 or 4 times. That's the thing I saw.
Small or big?
What's that?
Are they small or big?
They're about the size of a basketball. They don't look very big.
Oh, so
they'll attack you on your head.
Yeah, so like a gizmo running after you.
Yeah, it like kind of claws your face, and you can see your screen getting all bloody. Like 3 or 4 scratches from it, you're finally dead. So you have to, if they attack you, you have to knife them right away. Other than that, the game map is actually really fun compared to some of the other maps. I hope they maybe bring back some of the older maps still. I do like some of the like DeRise and some of the other Black Ops and World at War maps. It'd be kind of cool to get those again.
Right.
Yeah. Instead of downloading them all again, it'd be kind of nice if they can just initiate them to work with the game. I mean, it's not that hard, but apparently they have to remake the whole map. But that's all science behind it. But looking at other parts of Black Ops 2, I haven't played the campaign yet. I've yet to do that.
Yeah.
How about you, Eric?
I haven't touched it either. I barely got the game like last week, so.
Yeah, I hear it's pretty good, but they a lot of people said they mainly focused on the multiplayer, and that's why I think games these days are going on multiplayer, and campaigns are not that important anymore.
Yeah, same. Yeah, go jumping over to Halo 4. They did the same thing. The campaign is like a 4-hour campaign, and it seems fairly short, and it's a lot of multiplayer. And it's a lot of new features in Halo 4 for multiplayer, new weapons. Obviously, the new enemy now in the campaign, which brings on those Promethean weapons that you're able to use, and a lot of the kind of the old school weapons. There's obviously the DMR and the battle rifle, sniper rifle, pistol, assault rifle. Those things are in there, but some of the other guns you might be used to, maybe other older Halo games, if you haven't played any of the recent ones, are definitely not in there anymore. So like the plasma rifles, the plasma pistol's there, but the plasma rifle isn't. There's a couple other guns that just aren't included in the multiplayer, but when you play the campaign, you can use them there.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely like the new Promethean weapons. I feel like that's a good addition to the game.
How about going back into some other games? Any you guys ever play what's other games you guys been playing lately?
Well, before that, I wanted to just tell you the quick things about coming out for Aftermath. They're bringing in the new weapon, which everyone doesn't know about this yet. I don't know if some do. They're bringing in the crossbow.
Oh, for Battlefield, okay.
For Battlefield 3, they're bringing in the crossbow. They're also bringing in 4 maps, like I said. One's called Epicenter and one's called Marquez Market. Okay. There's going to be 3 new vehicles modified to showcase integrity and firepower, so bigger weapons. The game mode I was talking about is called Scavenger. You pretty much start off with just a pistol, and then you actually have to scavenge for weapons. The really weak weapons are in the easy spots to go to, the safe spots. Now you want the good weapons, they're going to be in the danger spots where everyone's going to be looking. Sniper rifles, high-powered SMGs, high-powered shotguns, all those are going to be in the hard spots to find.
And you can pick those up in the map instead of the ones you carry.
Exactly. Okay. You actually have to scavenge for those weapons.
Are they going to disable create a class?
You start fresh. You have nothing. You only have a pistol and a knife. That's all you get.
Oh, that's in these new maps.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like DayZ in a sense.
It's close to that, yeah. You pretty much start off with nothing, and it's kind of like gun game, where you start off with a pistol and you work your way up, but you actually have to find those weapons, not you just work it up and you get to that weapon. You actually have to find the weapons to actually get those kills. And then they're also bringing in new assignments, new achievements, and more dog tags.
I think I'm just gonna run around and go commando with a knife.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm just gonna jump off top of buildings, shoot down, stab people.
Exactly, and the graphics for knifing is always the best for Battlefield 3. I enjoy it.
It's the only thing that kind of sucks about it. I mean, it is nice. It's a little more realistic, taking your time to stab the person.
I know.
If you have like if you have 3 or 4 people, you're gonna be screwed up to that first one. I mean, unless you can secretly get in there one at a time and get them all, it's almost impossible if somebody sees you.
Yeah,
well, if you remember
the first one.
Yeah, and if you played the beginning of the game for Battlefield 3, you actually saw this in the intros for Battlefield 3, the scene where they go on this big street and there's an earthquake.
Yeah.
One of those maps actually is right there where that earthquake happened.
Nice.
Oh, so that's probably the epicenter map then.
I wonder if they'll load like the earthquake into the map, like it'll go off.
They are. They are definitely.
That's awesome.
And when you're out while you're shooting, you might get a random earthquake, and your body's gonna be shaking like crazy. You won't be able to aim.
It'd be kind of cool if you get tossed to the ground. Maybe stuff falls on you.
I don't know if that happens. I know some stuff is supposed to be falling on. They kind of hinted on that, but they are going to be adding earthquake into it. So that's going to be an environmental situation. They're going to be adding to it.
Okay.
So yeah, other games would be coming out, or we can cover.
Assassin's Creed. You guys are playing that?
I love Assassin's Creed 3.
It is fun. The only thing that they haven't added anything new to it yet, from what I've seen. It is a fun game. The multiplayer is actually pretty fun. You wouldn't expect it to be because it's just started for Assassin's Creed. But it's actually pretty fun. I mean, you go around and actually assassinate people and all that. Real people, not AIs. So that's pretty fun. I want to try the DLC for Assassin's Creed 3, the one with George Washington becoming evil. That sounds pretty fun.
Yeah, from what I've heard, I think it adds like 4 hours of story to the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Just with that DLC alone.
Exactly. And I don't know if there's going to be another DLC for when after your game ends. This is a spoiler. If you don't want to hear it, just plug your ears or something. You'll hear Dyson actually talking through one of the scenes, saying something about hack. This is the best hack I can do. It's shady, but it's going to work. That's his voice. That's the main character who dies at the very end to save the world.
Yeah,
And that's his
Desmond.
voice talking. And I think his name is Desmond, right?
Yeah, his name is Desmond. Desmond Miles.
Yes. Not Destin. I think that's one of the characters beforehand. But that's his voice, and many think that it might be some kind of DLC or something coming on. Well, I would like to see what happens because I hate to see that character die after all that work, and he just dies by getting touched by a hand.
Yeah, from what I understand, there's probably 2 or 3 more games coming out.
Hopefully, I know they just came out one for PlayStation Vita, I believe.
Yeah. You take control of the first ever female character in Assassin's Creed.
I saw that.
Besides multiplayer. I've played a little bit of it, and it is amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like a really good game. Just like I believe Black Ops 2 actually come out with a PlayStation Vita one too.
Yes,
terrible.
it did. Yeah, that's what
It's
I heard.
terrible.
Is it?
Yeah,
It looks cool.
played.
The guys are like shaking their hands while shooting. I'm like, okay, that looks kind of.
Yeah, one of my buddies actually bought it, and I played it. I could not stand it.
Was it
What's
like?
it?
Go ahead.
What's that other game that just came out? I can't think of the name right now. It's kind of like a medieval run around, gathering things.
Is it a PC or an Xbox?
PC game.
Oh,
I can't think of the name right now.
I've been seeing people actually play that a lot too. It's medieval Crusades or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
No, I'm not thinking of that one. It's a big hit that just came out. I can't think of the name right now. I'm gonna have to look it up. But
I believe you just swing like big swords and all that stuff, protect people, all that stuff.
It's kind of like playing Skyrim, but with like I'm trying to think of the dang name now.
But with multiplayer and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's called Medieval Chivalry Warfare or something like that.
Okay, once I look it up, I'll find it.
Like that,
yeah. All right, go ahead and what else you got? For games.
We can talk a little bit about the grief mode in Black Ops 2 Zombies.
Okay.
There's a grief mode. What is that?
Alright, pretty much what grief mode is, it's a brand new thing that they started doing with Black Ops 2 when it released. Pretty much what it is, it's a 4v4 game type for zombies. And pretty much what it is, all 8 people start on the same place. And as a team, you and your 3 buddies have to try to cause the other team to lose. And it gets real competitive, and it's really fun. I mean, you can do anything from leading zombies to them to destroying their bases. I mean, the only way you can get picked up is if you go down is if your teammates help you up. The other team cannot pick you up. So it adds that aspect to it, and in my opinion, it's very fun, and it's a good addition of zombies.
You actually rely on the opposite team to keep you up?
No, you rely on your team to pick you up.
So it's 4 zombies versus 4 survivors?
No, 4v4 survivors. Everybody's a survivor.
All you guys are playing the zombies, but you have opposite teams.
Yeah. There's CIA and CDC.
Can those teams interact? You said?
Yeah, they can interact.
It's 8 people, just 2 separate teams. Okay.
Yeah, you could pretty much sabotage them anytime that you want, and you can actually kill them, I think, too.
Then you just rely on the rest. Gotcha.
The game I was thinking about was Dishonored. That's a good game.
Yeah.
You know, it's gotten quite a few awards for some really good games from different editors and stuff like that. But how about Borderlands 2? You guys playing that at all?
From what I've played of it, I really enjoy it. I couldn't get too much into Borderlands 1, but Borderlands 2, something about it brought me into it closer to the story.
Was that the beginning intro of the game?
Yeah, the beginning intros are always awesome. I enjoyed Borderlands 1 intro, and Borderlands 2 was even better. I mean, someone takes place after the first game, but not really. You still fight Handsome Jack. Um, Still all the some of the same characters are around that you meet in Borderlands 1, um, but a lot of them are different, brand new characters to this story.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw they just brought in one more.
Yeah,
I believe she's something with magic.
yeah, the Mechromancer.
The-
I haven't gotten around to get the Mechromancer, but I've been seeing people play with them, and it's a very good class to just dominate in that game.
Yeah.
You can summon this big brute thing to fight for you.
Mm-hmm.
So,
All right.
yeah.
All right. Well, that'll wrap up our review of some of the games. Definitely tune in tomorrow as we're gonna have more in-depth review on. I think we're gonna talk about mostly Halo 4 and Black Ops 2, and hopefully see Andy there and possibly Anarchist. Definitely we'll see Braden and a couple other EG people that will get on there. And we actually have a little surprise from Jiggy coming up on this too tomorrow, so definitely stay tuned and you'll hear about that.
Exactly. Real quick, if you guys want to know what the crossbow looks like, I have a picture of it. That is the added Battlefield crossbow.
Does it shoot a gun on top with the crossbow?
Yeah, you put the scope on top, right? And you see right there, and then you have the arrow on top. It's just like a standard crossbow, like you would see in Call of Duty.
Oh. So no underhang like shotgun or like regular gun.
Simple crossbow, but it's very high powered. One shot, one kill.
What's the range?
I've actually seen it. They've been shooting. They showed me a gameplay of it being used, and it's actually very well. It's very good. It's close to a sniper rifle.
A couple hundred yards, 300 yards, probably.
It's pretty close to it.
It's probably around the range of the crossbow in Black Ops.
Mm-hmm. The only thing they don't have like Black Ops and stuff like that is the exploding tip. Maybe they will add it into it. Who knows?
Yeah.
But just the arrow itself is pretty high powered. It's basically shooting a sniper rifle at someone. So, but yeah, I just want to show that real quick.
All right. Well, definitely we'll catch you guys later then.
Okay.
Later, guys.
Later.
Yep. See ya.